This is Slim Steve, the frontman with the yellow dog. Thanks for clicking on the icon. The idea of this little video is to give you a snapshot of the 5 tracks of our EP called Howling. Not surprisingly, the first tune is Howling.
I've been burned by the sun, lashed by the rain, beaten by the muster on the Delta plain. Walking 50 miles, got no shoes on my feet, trying to find the devil where the crossroads meet. Said I'm howling, ah-hoo. I'm howling. I got a $10 hooker with cocaine eyes. She's bleeding me dry, man, she telling me lies. She got a bottle of whiskey and 2 lines of coke. If she ever finds the crossroads, well, we'll all be up in smoke. Said I'm howling, ah-hoo. I'm howling.
So starting the album with some slide guitar. If I had one, it would definitely be my signature sound. And I'd like to thank our very good friend Howling Dick for the lyrics for that tune. He gets an honourable mention a little bit later on the album as well, because he wrote one of the other songs for us too. The second song on the album is our most zen tune. The tune is called Stand in the Fire. So every now and again one of our tunes lends itself to featuring one of the musicians in a particular way. And towards the end of this song, Paul Harmonica Taylor takes his turn. So as I'm just doing an edited highlights for you, I'm going to fade in the middle of the tune and play you the second half.
Do you dream all day? Do you know what I mean? Are you held by the limits of a human being? Do you see all the beauty on a grey old day? Will you shoot for the moon along the way? If you live in a mansion or out in a shack with a wheel in the ditch or one on the track, can I be trusting you when I turn my back? Go stand in the fire with me and don't look back. Don't look back. Doesn't interest me how old you are, or if you're drowning your sorrows at the end of the bar. And I don't care if it's coke or gin, or what you think you learned, where you say you've been. If you live in a mansion or out in a shack, you got a wheel in the ditch, you got one on the track. Can I be trusting you when I turn my back? Go stand in the fire with me and don't look. Stand in the fire with me and don't look. Stand in the fire with me and don't look back.
So Paul Harmonica Taylor taking his turn at being featured. That was Stand in the Fire. Next tune up is the next tune by our friend Howling Dick. This tune is called Get Back in Line.
shuffling through the sand, trying to close the deal he had to get some promised land. So he climbed upside the mountain, he was looking for a sign, but a voice said, sorry Moses, you gotta get back in line. You gotta get back, get back. Well, Juba's child was working for a man called Mr. Stover, picking cotton in a ginny sack, bitten by boll weevil. Well, steal away now, Moses, I believe it's come your time. But Captain Jack says, no way, boy. You gotta get back in line. You gotta get back, get back. If you wanna tie the vine, you gotta get back to the back of the line. To the back of the line. Fellas in the big house, cut your face into a grin. If you step outside yourself too soon, you're looking up a limb. So Moses, keep your head down, son, just complete your time. If you wanna be a free man, you gotta get back in line. You gotta get back. Heaven, and the gates were open wide, and he fell down on his knees and cried, please let me come inside. But the angel stood and stared and said, I'm going to tell you one more time, if you want to face the Lord, my friend, you gotta get back in line. You gotta get back, get back.
That was Back in Line. The next tune I wrote, it's called I Waited Too Long. Quite funny because Mrs. Slim gets het up about this and seems to think it's written about a lady. It's actually not written about a lady at all. It's written about my dad. One of those funny things that you just find inspiration in different places. So we're getting a little bit jazzy, a little bit laid back, a little bit cool, a little bit funky on this one. Stand by. This is I Waited Too Long.
See how much you meant to me. I didn't think, now I will pay. I never told you what I wanted to say. Why couldn't I find a way before you went away? I waited too long. I waited too long. Waited too long. But it's too late. You tell me everything's just fine. Hide your pain while I told you about mine. I ain't proud, but I should have seen things were like they could have been. Now I know, but it just ain't right. Pain in my heart is black as night. I waited too long. Waited too long. I waited too long.
Home for the yellow dog is the town of Northampton in the Midlands in the UK, good old England. And the principle of this next song, which is called Slingshot, is that a lot of people who live around the town of Northampton go to work and rest and possibly even play in other places, and they don't patronise their town centre particularly. And then you get a whole bunch of people that just drive past on the motorway, go past on the train. So the idea of this song is to highlight the fact that there are great things going on in the town centre of Northampton, including the Yellow Dog playing live.
Dancing cheek to cheek. Some of them stay for the day and others stay all week. They'll move back to the country when their money's all been spent. The city soaks it up like it was heaven sent. Slingshot. I'm working in the factory, morning, noon and night. Money don't go far these days, I just can't make it right. Taxes go to government, I can't see where it's spent. It's keeping me awake at night, worried about the rent. Slingshot.
Thank you for listening. That's the end of our 5-track EP. Of course, there's a whole load more on it. Those were only the highlights. You can also check out our video which shows you the highlights of our most recent offering, which is called Yellow Dog New Tricks, and of course you can go to www.yellowdognewtricks.co.uk. check us out on Facebook. We'd be very pleased to hear from you. This is Slim Steve signing out. Cheerio.
Money makes the world go round, the stocks go up and down, but none of that will end up on the streets of my hometown. They drive past on the motorway, I see them on the train. And when they spend their money, the answer's just the same. Slingshot.